People sometimes do interesting experiments. They expect to get one result, and if everything happens exactly as intended, then they can usually expect that result to be achieved. Sometimes, however, unexpected variables can occur that lead to unexpected results. More often, you see such experiments on the pages of bloggers. They are interested in showing their subscribers unusual experiences. Some may do it in order to increase the number of subscribers, some want to surprise existing fans, and some just do it for the purpose of entertainment or to get a reaction from people. A young Asian blogger named Luna Angel had a parrot named P-chan. The girl loved her bird very much and took care of her very well. P-chan was a female parrot who lived in a cage and delighted her caretaker with vociferous singing. Once, while shopping in the supermarket, the blogger noticed a tray with quail eggs. The girl was standing beside them for a long time, not yet understanding why they attracted her attention so much. Later, she realized that those eggs were very similar in size to those of parrots. She had the thought that an experiment could be carried out by placing such an egg with her parrot. What would her smart bird do? Would her maternal instinct kick in to hatch the egg, or would she simply not pay attention to it? The girl bought a tray of the quail eggs and went home. On the way, she was already thinking about the script for a series of new videos. She was extremely interested in whether anyone would support her impulse to try to plant a quail egg with her parrot. The girl understood that even if the parrot took the egg for her own, although Luna very much doubted it, she wondered how long she would try to hatch it. Having arrived home, the blogger chose the most beautiful egg in her opinion, and having opened the door of the cage, carefully laid it on the bottom. After that, she started observing what P-chan would do. There was already a camera there, which she was ready to turn on at any moment in order to record anything that would happen. For a long time, the parrot didn't pay any attention to the egg. It just lay at the bottom of the cage, and the bird went about her business. Then, when P-chan finally noticed that a rather strange, unusual object had appeared in the cage, she looked at it from above for a very long time, deciding whether or not to approach it. After some thought, the parrot nevertheless went down to the egg and tried to hit it with her beak. Most likely, she was checking whether it was edible or not. Then she walked in circles around the egg for a long time, looking at it from all sides. In the end, when the girl had already given up hope that this experiment was going anywhere, P-chan gently pushed the egg to an upright position and sat on top of it. From that moment, the blogger started making a daily video to update her viewers. She was interested in how long the parrot would sit on the egg before realizing that it was all in vain. One day, the girl felt sorry for the parrot that she was sitting on this store-bought egg, so she decided to pull it out and throw it away. What a surprise Luna was in for when, having driven the parrot from her seat, she saw a small crack in the egg's shell. At first, she thought that the parrot crushed the egg with her weight and had cracked it, but after just a couple of minutes, the egg started noticeably moving, the cracks increased, and right in front of the amazed blogger, a small quail chick appeared from under the shell. The girl was, to put it mildly, in shock. She definitely had not expected such a result. After the initial shock wore off a bit, Luna had another worrying thought. She didn't know what to do with it now. How do you take care of a quail? How do you feed it? But the parrot turned out to be smarter than her confused owner. P-chan, seeing the chick, came closer and tried to pull him away from the hands of her owner. It was evident that the bird had claimed him as her own and was now set on protecting her baby with her life. The girl immediately rushed to the computer to read and study how to care for a quail at home. Yes, she had a lot of experience in caring for her parrot, but that was still very different from raising a quail chick. After searching and reading several articles, the blogger learned that quail are completely self-sufficient almost from birth and can eat anything that seems edible to them. This was very encouraging. This meant that she had a chance to successfully raise the baby quail as she did her pet, P-chan. The girl read that quails live on average for 5 years in the wild, but at home and with proper care, they could live up to 10 years. The girl decided to keep the little bird at home. In order to make sure that the parrot didn't accidentally harm the chick, she transplanted him to a separately prepared box. Then Luna poured some of her parrot's food into a small cup and put in a small bowl of water. Having moved the baby there, she made sure that he was warm enough by putting a special warming lamp over the box. It turned out that caring for a small quail was not much different than caring for a parrot. The baby grew very quickly to the delight of his new owner, and after a couple of months, it was impossible to recognize him. He grew noticeably larger and healthier. Luna Angel announced on a video that she now had two birds, her favorite parrot, P-chan, and her new pet quail. The girl was sure that they would make friends and delight her with their beautiful singing. Here is one such amazing story about how an unusual experiment with quail eggs from a supermarket led to the life of a small, beautiful bird. Of course, the girl meticulously filmed the entire process, and her subscribers eagerly watched how this story would continue. What do you think about this story? Surely it deserves at least a like and perhaps a comment? Write your opinion under the video. Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed yet, and be sure to click on the notification bell so as not to miss new episodes.